You know, as a senior special advisor to Wiki on community development and special duty, self-appointed, and I bring one matter come today. So before now, I used to hear stories and see them on social media and even sometimes watch them in films. And I find it difficult to relate. And so this story I'm about to tell us is a story of someone who called me and narrated to me what has happened. And she's confused and she wants us to help her. And so I want us to, listen to this story with an open heart. And then for the sake of, the sensitivity of the story, I will not be mentioning where these persons are from. So a few days ago, a girl called me and said she wanted to see me. And then we had an appointment somewhere we saw. And she told me how devastated, how shattered, how confused she is. And, she wants us to advise her. And so this is her story. While she was 21, she met this guy that she was dating, or just before 21, she met this guy she was dating, and somehow being together, she took him at 21. And then she went back to her parents and told her mom she had taken in, and that the guy at the time was serious and was ready to get married to her. So the mom said, okay, that's fine. So let's talk to your father, which they did. They spoke with the father and the father said, well, if he's ready, let him come. So they were waiting for the guy. The guy did not come. The dad got angry and said, look, it's against our tradition. You can't live in my house and have this child. So it's better you move in or leave the house, wherever you want to, go and stay, but you can't stay in this house. Long story cut short, she moved in with the guy. She stayed with the guy, and then she put to bed. She had a baby boy. Now, the girl said, time in, time out, the guy makes some very, terrible comments, which she didn't see as though they were serious at the time. But while the boy was about a year and 4 months, she said she was sleeping one night. The boy woke her up and told her that he needed more from life. He wanted to live life of luxury. He wanted enjoyment. He wanted to spend money and everything. And was suggesting to the girl that they use their child, their son, who was just a year and 4 months, for money ritual. The girl said she was shocked, but of course, she just waved it that night and said, look, I don't want to talk about this. Please let me sleep. And then a few weeks later, the boy mentioned it, then said it the third time. She said to him, okay, so if you want to use this child for money ritual, how are you going to do it? Who do you know? Who will help us and everything? And then the boy opened up to tell her that, that my friend who lives down the road, who is living large, who is doing well, has cars, fleets of cars, mansion they are living in, that is married but do not have a child, that is the person who is going to take him to the place to do the ritual. And that same guy did ritual but used his manhood for the ritual. So that's the reason that his friend cannot have children. And then the girl knew that the guy was serious. Then he said to the guy, I will not use our son for money ritual. And please, do not ever mention this again. What if this boy is the only child that I would ever give birth to as a woman? Please don't mention it again. And he said the guy left it. About a month later, the guy came back to meet her again. At night, woke her up and said, okay, see, since you say we should not use our son, and like you said, this may be the only child that you would ever give birth to, why not let's use your womb to do this ritual? We'll make money, we'll live life, we'll enjoy life. Even the son you're protecting will enjoy life. And then at that point, the girl got scared, called the mom, told the mom what was happening, and then she moved out of the house, went back to her parents' house, and she was staying there. Few months down the line, she left the son with her parents and moved into Abuja, where she had been. As we speak, the boy is about 7 years old. She said, just this Christmas, this December that passed, she went back, she traveled back to her place, and that her baby's father's friend called her and said, oh, I'm doing my birthday, I'm inviting you, since you're in town, please come around, and all of that. And so she went for the birthday. She got there and met her baby's father. Apparently, the friends and other friends had agreed. They came to meet her and they were begging her seriously that the guy is still interested in her. The guy would never say such things. He has changed. The guy wants her back and wants to marry her. Also, the guy has also gone to speak with her mom, and her mom, her parents, are asking her to consider the guy again. According to them, they would prefer that she just get married to this guy and give birth to all her kids with this guy, instead of having children with this man and having kids with another person. And right now, pressure from parents, pressure from the guy's friends, that they want her back to settle with this guy. She said she's confused, she's under pressure, she do not know what to do. So I'm asking you that is watching right now, what do you think she should do? That's my question. You think she should go back to meet the guy and marry him? Or you think, say, the guy planned for this second coming may not be like Mongo Park own? Share your idea. What do you think?